Your body comes equipped with different patterns, and it may follow these patterns depending on what type of things happen to you externally. If somebody responds to you in a way that just strikes a nerve, or any type of negative thing happens to you, you might just automatically respond before you can even consciously decide to do that or do something else. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's just say, for example, you're having a conversation. Could be with a friend, acquaintance, stranger, whoever. They say something that hits a nerve. Like, for some reason, it just strikes you the wrong way. You can feel the churn in your stomach. You can feel the tightening in your chest. And now that's where that automatic response is about to happen. And that response could be a facial expression. It can be your voice raising. So now you're kind of yelling at the person. It can be your word choice. You can start using more vicious words because you feel attacked as well. It's all sorts of things that can happen. And these are all going to be happening automatically. It's like it doesn't take conscious thought for you to respond, because what's happening is your nervous system is equating this as some sort of threat. So automatically, all the forces within your body are going to go to protect mode. So it's either going to be on defense or offense. And right now, in this moment, it's feeling like offense because they just said something and now it's your turn to respond. And you're like, whoa, not you consciously, but your body. It feels the danger. And what's happening there is your nervous system is attempting to protect you. It feels like it needs this version of you in order to make it back home safely, because right now it's sensing danger. Even if it's just a conversation, like our nervous system, it exaggerates everything. It just automatically feels like whatever you're facing could possibly end you. Like, your nervous system's really black or white. Is this good for you or will this kill you? That's the way it responds to things. It's not going to just allow you to do it with your conscious mind. It's going to take over. And that's what this gut reaction is, that automatic response. This is where that comes from. Or let's say you're about to be productive. You got the white noise on, you got your work snacks, you got everything set up so that you don't have to leave your workstation for hours. And then you get a ding, some type of notification, looking at it, and it's brought your attention away from the work. So now you're doom scrolling. It's like this can go on for hours, even though you had the full workstation set up so that you can get some type of productivity in for the day. Now you're just doom scrolling. And that doom scrolling could turn into sending messages. It can just lead to all sorts of distractions. But this was just like an automatic reaction. Soon as you got that ding, you just had to go check out what else is going on Instagram or TikTok or whatever your drug of choice is. But what's really going on is that this is just an automatic sequence happening within you. Like, it heard the ding, and now you just continue with it, continue with this behavior. But we don't have to just do those things. Like, this is where breath comes in. When the person says something that you didn't like, you could have just took a deep breath. That deep breath would have gave you more options. It wouldn't have just forced you to go down that automatic path that you tend to fall victim to. Like, you don't have to do that. And when you're about to be productive, but you heard that ding, instead of just allowing that automatic response to happen, take a deep breath before that. Breathe in for 4 and let it out for 8. That type of ratio, just breathing in for 1 and out for 2, that'll take you out of that sympathetic mode and into a more parasympathetic mode where you can rest and relax and look at all of the options in front of you. And then you probably would just, okay, let me just take this small action. Where before you would have just been doom scrolling endlessly, now you're able to take a small action towards whatever the goal is. And once you're doing that small action, it's like, okay, I could probably do a little bit more. Like, I don't have to just stop here. You feel me? Like, you kind of just have to finesse yourself to get going. And then once you're going, then now you're not in that automatic program that you typically fall victim to. Now, you feel me? And that can have a domino effect, and now you're just extremely productive. Just because you were able to stop that automatic reaction and give it some conscious direction. You feel what I'm saying? So now, let's just say you're in traffic and you get cut off or something like that. Somebody does something that really just pisses you off. And right here, typically, is where you lose your mind. You race up on the side of them. You might stick the middle finger at them. You might yell. You might blow ridiculously. You might hold the horn. unnecessarily long. It's different strokes for different folks. But this is an automatic response. Like, you're not consciously thinking like, how can I just make this person in front of me's day suck right now? This is just an automatic inner reaction off of something that happened externally. It's like things are always going to happen externally. So you don't have to just allow those automatic reactions to be a thing. That person doesn't just have to be an enemy because they cut you off. They didn't cut you off, they cut off a random car, you just happen to be driving it. You decided to make it personal. They didn't make it personal. They just had to get where they were going. You were just an object, or your car was an object that was in the way, and they just got in front of it. They probably didn't think too much about it. You, on the other hand, you held on to that event because you didn't want them in front of you. You wanted to be right there. So the fact that they put themselves right there in front of you, and that's where you wanted to be, now you just can't accept it. Now you got to drive recklessly and possibly be that person to other people now. Like, hurt people hurt people. Now you going around cutting people off aggressively, just angrily dipping in and out of traffic. And this could have all been avoided if in that first moment when you got cut off, you would have just took a conscious breath. Like, nope, we're not doing this. I'm not about to just allow myself to get taken out of character. I got a couple of things that I need to do today. I don't have time to just be focused on why this person cut me off and doing all of the natural things that feels like they supposed to come after that. The aggressive driving and all of that is not necessary. It's not needed. You can interrupt that pattern and come up with something new to do. Like, all right, this person cut me off. Maybe I just need to slow down. Maybe that's what that was telling me. I'm going too fast. Like, yeah, that may not be the actual reason, but the things you tell yourself genuinely will change the way that you experience this reality. Because if you're in your mind like, this person cut me off, he sucks, I can't believe this happened, and all this extra stuff. Versus, like, what if you just have in your mind like, okay, this person cut me off because they really needed to be somewhere, they might have an emergency that they're trying to get to, and I'm glad that I didn't stop them from getting to where they need to get to. You feel me? Like, just shift it in your mind. Doesn't really matter if it's real or not. It's just what your nervous system is able to take in as the truth is this moment. So don't just send it signals to continue that automatic negative response. Send it something else. Get a different reaction out of the situation. You don't have to just allow yourself to be pulled and pushed in different directions by this inner system. I know it's like the inner guardian for us, the nervous system. It really does decide a lot, but you have the power to decide what is deciding for you. We just don't use it. So just remember, deep breaths can interrupt patterns. You don't have to snap on people while you're triggered or allow yourself to just get taken completely off the productivity train just because you hear a ding. And you don't have to get out of character because somebody cuts you off in traffic. You're allowed to interrupt that pattern and do something different. You don't have to just be a victim to you and the things going on within you and the things that happen in your past that are still dictating the things that's happening right now. That doesn't have to be the way that you're living. But all right, that's enough for today. I'm Brad, and this is LGTM Healing, where we get your mind right so you can go and get your money right. I'll see you next time.